anybody that's sitting there at the moment going, what do you mean you don't know who the fuck JHope is? You've did like 3 of his solo songs. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And I still don't know who he is. Hi guys, it's Markabusi here and we're back with another song reaction, and today we're doing the song On the Street by JHope and J. Cole. The only thing I know about J. Cole is that he somehow gets sandwiched in the middle of that beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and then trying to extricate himself from that feud made himself look like a right wee fucking bitch. And all I know about JHope is that at Lollapalooza there was a lot of fire happening, and he shouted a bit, but yeah. So I've no idea what I'm walking into here. I know that JHope is the rapper that I don't pay any attention to. So if there's somebody that's rapping and I don't know anything about what the fuck what's going on, that's JHope. That's what I've done to distinguish him for the other two, is that I've paid attention to the other two, and then he gets ignored, so he's the one that gets ignored. For anybody who's got JHope as your bias, watch more of their songs, cause RM's better. Right? No, sorry, I'm doing that thing again where I just annoy people, and I'm sorry for that. Right? I'm gonna go listen to the song now. We're gonna listen to the song, right? And then we're gonna see at the end of the video how emo is JHope in comparison to other members of BTS, because we're trying to see who's the most emo member. I don't think he's gonna win it. For the record, I know that I reacted to more at Lollapalooza. I reacted to, I think it was Fire at Lollapalooza, and I reacted to another one for Lollapalooza, right? So anybody that's sitting there at the moment going, what do you mean you don't know who the fuck JHope is? You've did like 3 of his solo songs. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And I still don't know who he is. So what does that tell you? It tells you, I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, so far this is nice. This is jaunty.
Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, as always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, as always for us. 내두 발은 선뜻 걸어 anywhere, J in the air. 그는 길이 희망이 되고자 하연하고 태어. Even my world was made of your love in your face. 보답을 해, 저 멀리서라도 나비가 돼. Just walk lightly whenever you want. Go on hopefully wherever you walk. 누군가의 숨이 깃들여 있는 거리. 내 영혼과 영원을 담을게 everywhere. Every time I walk.
I frankly fucking love the production on this. It feels like it's got a weird kind of like the samples have got a kind of weird lo-fi vibe, the same way that like Wu-Tang Clan does, but it's no produced as lo-fi as that. Like the bass and the drums sound like they've got like really good production, but the samples have got a kind of scratchiness to them, as if they've been taken from like vinyl, and yeah, and it's got that kind of like old school rap vibe to it, like kind of early 90s NWA, Wu-Tang. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And for those of you who are currently having your absolute fucking mind blown, yes, I do like the Wu-Tang Clan. Fuck yourselves. This, right, as stupid as this comes across, this, the very diverse onion. I am a fucking onion, you guys. And yous have peeled back nothing yet.
Every time I run, every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, it's always for us. Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I hope, it's always for us. Yeah. Oh hell, the mighty survivor of hell. Plop down from heaven to sail. Holy water that I scooped from the well. Fought tooth and a nail just to prevail. Monster ruthless as I move through the field. Feeling worried, in a hurry like a 2-minute drill. To make a couple mil off a lucrative deal. Selling train of thought, name an artist who could derail. You never see it like a nigga hula hooping in jail. I got a friend smart as fuck, but he's stupid as hell. He swear to God ain't real, since it ain't no way to prove it itself. As if the universe ain't enough. As if the volcanoes ain't erupt. As if the birds don't chirp. As if a trillion nerves don't work in a human body. Shit, who would I be without the creator of this theater beside me to gently guide me? Some days I wonder if I need to pick a different hobby. I'm deep in with this rapping, that's all a nigga know. I never did nothing better, it's hard to let it go. But like a father watching his daughter walk down the altar with tears in his eyes, you gotta let her grow. And so I shall, but first I've been honing my style.
That pause was cool. That pause was cool. Like, it's hard to describe it. So, like, he's got, like, a rhythm style that was, like, his flow was gone a certain way, and then they just dropped it for a minute. Well, for, like, a second, just to kind of let that bit breathe. And then the way it comes straight back in again was just fucking cool.
Hard to let it go, but like a father watching his daughter walk down the altar with tears in his eyes, you gotta let her grow. And so I shall, but first I've been honing my style. Quotas around with more quotables than what the quota allows. You see a top 10 list, I see a golden corral, nigga. As the moon jumps over the cow, I contemplate if I should wait to hand over the crown and stick around for a bit longer. I got a strange type of hunger. The more I eat, the more it gets stronger. The more it gets stronger. I said the more it gets stronger. JHope, Cold World. Every time I work, every time I run, every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love.
The backing vocals is just cool. Like, I don't love the song. I think the wee melodic synth, like the wee melodic fucking sample is cool as fuck. The beat's really cool. I really liked the way that he dropped it for half a bar and then came back in. The chorus, at first, I was like, aye, fine, it's alright. But when it's come in this way and they've got all the backing singing as well to kind of fill in the space, because the problem with the rapping was, right, is that the rapping like fills up all that area, and then when it gets to the chorus, it's gappy. Like, so for the rap, it feels kind of weird for it to then suddenly be having as much space as it's got. But then when it turns out that's deliberate to fill in with the backing vocals, it scratches the itch that the initial chorus had left, which is nice.
Every time I move, it's always for us. Every time I look, every time I love, every time I
right, I still maintain that out of all of them, he's my least favourite. Okay? But I'm gonna back that up with some reasoning, right? I mean I've said many a time, I'm not a huge rap fan, right? The reason that I like RM and I like Sugar is they diversify out of that. And I haven't seen JHope diversify out of that. What he does really fucking well. But he kind of stays in that lane. And the other two branch out. And let me clarify, right? This is from what I remember from having seen, and keep in mind, I never know what the fuck any of them look like. I get them all wrong all the time. So there's a good chance that he has been singing and doing extra shit, and I've just no realised it was him. You know what I mean? There's every chance. But at the moment, I'm like, right, I know that like RM does really mental weird, like it can go like acoustic fucking folk ballad into like rapping and all the rest of it, and then Sugars does all the kind of shit that we spoke about in the previous video, which if you haven't seen it, then go back and watch the previous video. But yeah, maybe I'm just no giving this guy enough of a chance. Maybe. Let me know in the comments below. Should I give this guy another chance? Yeah, we JHope stands, you can let me know. But the real question is, right, how emo is JHope, right? So just whilst I'm pissing off the JHope fans, let's go and see how emo he is. So in terms of, right, so we scale it on twinkly instrumentation is this axis, and singing and lyrics is this axis, right? So twinkly instrumentation, that song did not have twinkly instrumentation, right? It was rap music. So it's over here, right? And then in terms of the singing, it was there, right? And that's what it is, right? I don't want to hear a word about it. That's how emo he was, right? No very emo at all. And there's a couple of things that I want to point out before we go any further, right? One, you guys might be sitting there going, oh, like, but this isn't real science. Yous are wrong, right? Yous also might be thinking, oh, Mark doesn't really believe this pish. This is just a gimmick that he's doing for the channel to give him some kind of like UPS or USP would be the one. UPS gave me the whiteboard. But yous are wrong, right? This is as integral to me as a human as my slippers, which are quite important to me, right? I love my slippers. But this is rock solid. And if you guys don't agree with that, that's kind of on you guys, honestly, right? I might be kidding. I might not be kidding. You'll never fucking know, because this is deadpan genius, right? You'll never know when I'm joking and when I'm not joking. It's impossible to tell because I am a master at keeping a straight face, right? That's just the way that is. That's JHope. That's where he is in the emo scale. See, if you don't like it, you can fuck off. Don't fuck off. I'm joking, right? Listen, I'm gonna go now, right? It's been fun. Bora hey.